Yuji is getting increasingly curious about what will happen in the future.
だが最悪とは一体。
The next day, they returned to look for the Earth Dragon. After going through the forest, they didn't find the monster, and Yuji's slimes didn't meet the Earth Dragon either. Suddenly a wind blew from the direction of the Valley of Delight. Tina said there is a popular mythology that the wind is the breath of the Earth Dragon, but Tina and Lisa don't really believe the mythology. Then they continued their journey through the forest. Tina and Lisa are happy with Yuji's presence because he has helped at this party, and Yuji's ability exceeds their strength. However, after hearing their words, Yuji's reaction and response were as flat as usual. Yuji didn't want to attract too much attention and just wanted to be an ordinary adventurer. Yuji thinks that Tina and Lisa are overreacting by praising Yuji's strength. Then Yuji will kill the monsters around the forest. He wanted to try a skill that could limit his magic damage, but even though Yuji had limited it, his magic was still overwhelming power. There's no other way to weaken Yuji's magic.
魔法転送鼻炎だ。意外と弱い魔法も使えるな。魔法転送風切り症。魔法転送放水。魔法転送歴弾。魔物が少なすぎるわ。スライムに倒させているから。スライムが
Suddenly, the moon began to turn blue, and the sky turned dark. This isn't the work of Slime Yuji, but this is a disaster that will threaten Kiria City. The slimes wanted to check the situation around the forest, the meaning of the disaster, and what place it would appear from. Yuji allowed them as long as it wasn't too far from the area Yuji was in. In the city of Kiria, Priest Citral said that the sky turned dark, written in legends long ago. The Adventurers Guild master named Liard had to take immediate action to deal with this disaster. Then a blue dragon appeared in the forest area and was very large in size. This blue dragon has a higher level and strength than the Earth Dragon. This is the first time this situation has happened in this city. Then Yuji told Proud to gather the slimes. This is truly an emergency. Yuji reports to Tina and Lisa that a giant dragon appears opposite their direction. Then Tina and Lisa immediately took Yuji into the Valley of Delight. So far, the valley area has been very safe, and for hundreds of years, there have been no monsters in this area. However, Yuji was suspicious of what they said. There's no way this area has been fine for hundreds of years. Because of that, Yuji contacted Proud and the slimes to keep an eye on the area around the Delight Valley, especially the path that Yuji, Tina, and Lisa would take. After touring the valley, Proud and the slimes met some monsters there. Then they quickly killed the monsters to secure the path Tina's party was passing through. Wait, wolves are afraid of bears? The slimes reported that they had wiped out the monsters in the Valley Path of Delight. But suddenly, a B-rank Earth Dragon appeared in front of Tina's party. This was the monster they were looking for. Tina and Lisa immediately hid behind a large rock, but Yuji didn't come with them. Instead, he wanted to try magic again and fight the Earth Dragon. Tina and Lisa are unsure about Yuji's decision because Earth Dragon is a powerful monster. But Yuji didn't care about their words, and he started using weak magic to avoid attracting Tina and Lisa's attention. Earth dragons cannot be defeated using weak magic. Because of that, Yuji had a clever idea. He would lure the Earth Dragon into the vent previously encountered by the slimes and Proud. After that, Yuji will kill the Earth Dragon with his overpowering magic when the wind starts to blow. Yuji wouldn't look strong in their eyes if he used magic with tricks like this. Tina also thought Yuji could kill the earth dragon by burning it using the gas that came out of the hole in the cliff and the ground. Yuji calmed down because Tina and Lisa didn't see his great power. Then Yuji put the earth dragon bone into his slime storage and returned to the Adventurers Guild in the city. After they arrived at the Adventurers Guild, Tina reported the quest to Rina that they had killed the Earth Dragon. Rhodys was a member of the bandit that the Adventurers Guild was targeting. Tina also said another dragon had appeared in the forest and would be a big disaster. Tina told Yuji to explain in more detail the disaster. Yuji also took out the evidence of the Earth Dragon's bones that had been defeated earlier and the capture of the bandits that Yuji did yesterday. Rina was shocked. You guys can actually defeat the Earth Dragon and also catch the Gelios we've been looking for. Then Tina's party was rewarded 14,070,000 gold coins. This was a considerable amount for them. Then Rina immediately reported the disaster that Tina said to Liard in his room. While waiting for Liard, Yuji said that these gold coins should be split equally. At first, Tina and Lisa were hesitant because the one who killed the Earth Dragon was only Yuji himself. But Yuji doesn't mind that. The important thing is that Tina and Lisa have given him a lot of experience at a party. Then they agreed, and Yuji left Tina's party. Then Liard called Yuji because he had heard of Rina's report. Yuji was invited to a large meeting that would discuss the great disaster. Liard told Yuji to tell him the details about the dragon that had appeared in the forest earlier. At first, Yuji was confused about how to explain the situation and what the dragon was like. But suddenly, he remembered that there was magic that could create images according to what the slimes had seen.
これだ。
なんと精密な。
The dragon drawing was precisely the same as the legend book. Priest Citral said that some of the sentences in this legend book are illegible, but some parts can still be read about the dragon. The Book of Legends was written like this: the blue dragon will grow bigger and rapidly will destroy the entire continent within 3 days. Only a person with the power of a god can defeat it. Then the next few sentences could not be read because the book's pages were torn. Then Liard remembered something about a piece of news from downtown. 30 years ago, there was a solar eclipse and the possibility that it was the cause of this disaster. After learning of the situation, the city center performs a hero summoning ritual to resolve the disaster. The summoning ritual was active a week ago, and until now, the hero was still nowhere to be seen. While in the middle of the meeting, suddenly, the sky began to darken again. Yuji Slime reported that the blue dragon had grown in size, and after that, the sky cleared again. Then Yuji informs them that the blue dragon has become bigger. Liard had to mobilize an army of adventurers to kill the blue dragon as soon as possible, and the day's meeting was over. Then Yuji and the slimes had dinner at the town inn. He also met Tina and Lisa, who often stayed there. Tomorrow, they will also join the fight against the blue dragon. Tina and Lisa are pleased that Yuji joined this squad. Then they said goodnight and went to their room to rest. After that, Priest Citral called Yuji to the Kiria City Church. He wanted to give a royal relic dagger to Yuji. The church didn't understand this dagger's value and special ability, so Citral gave it to Yuji.
なぜ俺に？
神のお告げです。
魔法の効力を集中できるのか。ケシスの探検。
After dinner, Yuji wanted to rest in his room, but Yuji was still thinking about the blue dragon. If Yuji doesn't kill him as soon as possible, fighting him will be more complex and the dragon taking many lives later. Then, Yuji received a report from the slime that the blue dragon was getting bigger than before. Then Yuji decided to immediately attack the blue dragon.
そうなれば、多くの犠牲者が出るだろう。やってみるか。
Priest Citral carries out his daily activities by praying in the city church with a young man named Johan. Yuji quietly went to where the dragon was. After Yuji got near the dragon, he told the slimes to escape. Yuji left one slime to help him in the dragon attack. Then Yuji attacked the dragon with powerful magic. Yuji failed to attack the dragon even though he wasn't injured by Yuji's magic. This dragon has a hard body, and its magic power is extraordinary. Then the dragon attacked in all directions because it felt threatened by the attack he had received earlier. Yuji managed to block the attack with high-level protective magic, and the dragon grew even bigger. One slime still around the dragon reported that if the forest was destroyed, the dragon could grow in size by taking magic power from the surrounding trees. Although this dragon is very difficult to defeat, Yuji must fight it to save the townspeople. The only way to defeat him is for Yuji to approach him and stab the dagger given by Priest Citral. The dagger is named Casus. Casus's dagger has a special effect that, within a few seconds, it can concentrate and increase attack power when the user flows magic through this dagger. Then Yuji told the slime and Proud to help him get closer to the dragon. Yuji was still trying to get closer to the dragon. Yuji immediately used his magic to injure the dragon when he got under the dragon's feet. Yuji was about to get seriously injured from the dragon's counterattack. Yuji's body condition had already deteriorated as his MP dropped drastically. His HP had also decreased from using too much magic. Then the dragon gets angry and attacks Yuji again with his magic shot. Yuji had to force himself once more to kill the strongest opponent he'd ever faced. He was looking for magic that could possibly bring down the dragon. Then suddenly, a heaven-like magic recommendation pop-up appeared. Yuji was confused because he didn't know who suggested this magic. But since it's an emergency, Yuji uses that recommendation magic to take down the dragon. Yuji succeeded in taking the dragon down. Strangely, the magic didn't drain his MP or HP. Then Yuji asked Proud to help with the landing, and he would approach the dragon. After being near the dragon, Yuji cast high-level magic through his Casus dagger. Finally, the dragon has been killed. Because Yuji's body condition worsened due to his low MP, he put the blue dragon into the slime storage and immediately returned to the city to rest. The next day, Liard came to Yuji's room. He said that the sky was clear as usual. Priest Citral also told Liard that the blue dragon had been killed, so today's troop formation was cancelled. The names of the adventurers who joined the army would be written as people who had completed this blue dragon quest, including Yuji. Liard also said that if Yuji needed help killing the dragon, he should have asked the Adventurers Guild so that Yuji wouldn't fight the dragon alone. Yuji asked, "Why did you conclude that I had fought the blue dragon?" Liard replied that the conclusion was just a guess of his feelings. Liard knew that no one in this city had the overwhelming strength to fight the blue dragon. But suddenly, a mysterious person defeated the dragon last night, and it was sure that the mysterious person was Yuji. Yuji didn't respond to Liard's words, but he asked, how can Priest Citral know that the dragon in the forest has been killed, even though he didn't see the situation in the forest at night? Liard said that the priest didn't explain anything about it, and this morning he had left this city. Priest Citral left without saying anything, so Liard didn't know where Priest Citral was going. Liard also said that if Yuji needed anything, tell the Adventurers Guild. Yuji had helped in completing this quest, and the citizens felt safe because there was no threat of disaster from the blue dragon. After that, Yuji met Lisa and my girlfriend, Tina. Yuji asked them for suggestions of a good city to explore. Lisa suggests Yuji to the city Rickard. The town is famous for delicious food and is one of the most comfortable cities for adventurers. The citizens are amiable, and the city is not far from Kiria. Then Yuji followed their advice and also confirmed something. Isn't there anything strange in the city of Rickard? For example, a monster that looks like a blue dragon or a dark history puts the city in danger. Tina and Lisa said that only the city of Kiria has often experienced strange events in the past few weeks, unlike other cities. They regretted Yuji, who wanted to go on an adventure again, even though if he lived in a town, it was better than adventure. But Tina understood Yuji's wish because an adventurer should have traveled to various areas. Tina and Lisa also hope that one day they can meet Yuji again, or maybe Yuji someday can go to the city again. Then Yuji said his thanks and left the city while saying goodbye to them.
バイバイじゃあね
Dryad suddenly contacted Yuji while on his way to Rickard City. He needed Yuji's help to clean up the mushrooms that grew in the dragon area last night. After arriving at Dryad's place, she explained that these mushrooms could be made into good potions. This potion from the blue dragon mushroom base material can restore MP to its original state. Blue color can restore MP but is useless if too low MP. But the red one can restore MP to the previous 10 minutes, where the MP state is still full. Yuji immediately took all the mushrooms because Dryad's potions very benefited him.
すごいよユージ
Then Dryad immediately made a potion for Yuji with her magic. After Dryad finished making this potion, the resulting color was different from the mushrooms she had mixed. Dryad needs pure water that has not been mixed with any substances to neutralize this potion so that its color matches the color of the mushroom. Then Yuji had a clever idea. He boiled the water Dryad had, and pure water was obtained from the steam Yuji had stored in a large bowl. A few minutes had passed, and purified water had been obtained. Dryad mixed his potions into the purified water, and eventually, the potions returned to normal. The color matched the mushrooms that Dryad mixed earlier. Dryad thanked Yuji for making this potion usable. After making so many potions, Yuji only asked for 10 bottles, which was more than enough for him. Then Dryad said goodbye to Yuji and would bring the remaining potions.